Yes, we are at Rick's Cafe in Jamaica, and one of the things people enjoy doing more than anything else is jumping off the cliffs. But Rick's Cafe is far more than that. It has a lot to offer. It's entertaining, has great food, and in my opinion, one of the best sunsets on the planet. Rick's Cafe is located in Negril, Jamaica, and it's a destination location. So a lot of folks go to Negril and they're in an all-inclusive hotel, and they pay to leave an all-inclusive hotel to come to Rick's Cafe in order to experience not just a fun, festive party atmosphere, but to jump off the cliffs and to have a good time. And we're going to take you on a tour inside of Rick's Cafe to show you exactly what it's all about. And the best thing about coming to Rick's Cafe is that it is absolutely free. There is no admission cost. One of the highlights to coming to Rick's Cafe is no doubt it's jumping off the cliffs. And the cliffs jump is extremely high. There's varying degrees. So there's some that are further down and others that are way up there. The good news is that if you decide to jump, there are oftentimes lifeguards down there. And as we're taking a look at the water right now, it's relatively calm. This is about as calm as it gets. We're gonna come back a little bit later on and it's gonna be very rough and rocky. And as I said, there's lots more to do than just jumping off the cliff. There's glass bottom boat rides. Oftentimes hotels bring people here, not just by car, but oftentimes mostly by boats. Right now we're on the very top level. Later on we're going to go down to the bottom and jump off the cliff to give you an idea of what that's all about. But for right now we're going to hang out at the top level, and as I said earlier, this is a cafe. There's a bar. There's a lot of young people here. The big question is it right for the family? Is this a family type atmosphere? And the answer to that is no. You don't see a lot of kids around, and if for good reason. That's because a lot of the dancing is exotic, and it's mostly young people who are looking to hook up with other people. It's a party atmosphere. So I don't recommend you bring kids or young, I guess young adults are okay, but definitely don't bring young kids here. As much as a party atmosphere as this is, it closes relatively early, around 10 o'clock. The best time, in my opinion, to come is right around 6:30, 7 o'clock. That's where you're gonna find the most people here. They're gonna have this stage, they're gonna be dancing, they're gonna try to get you involved, and it's a really fun party, genuine party atmosphere with a lot of great food. Rick's Cafe is maybe most well known for the cliff jumps, but also it has great food and a wonderful bar. The first time I came here, the water was really calm, but today, not so much. If the water gets too rough, like right now, where it's just after a storm, they'll actually shut down the cliff jump. So definitely pay attention to the weather. It may not seem like a lot, but it was really nerve-wracking jumping off one of the lower ledges. However, if you do it often enough, you work up the courage and continue to work your way up, and before you know it, you're 35 feet in the air jumping off like it's no problems at all. Now, if you look at the water, again, very rough after a storm, so definitely check the forecast. The last thing you want to do is come to Rick's Cafe to jump off the cliff and be, well, told you can't do it. As far as who can jump off the cliff, it's open to both kids and adults. My big pro tip to you to go to Rick's Cafe is to call ahead. It's a private establishment. At times they rent the place for weddings, special events, concerts, you name it. So the last thing you want to do is show up and find out that it is closed. So call ahead. I know that I've said a lot of good things about Rick's Cafe, and if I had to come up with something that I didn't like, is maybe not the quality of the food, but the service tends to be spotty at times. I talked to a bunch of people when I was there. I didn't have this problem, but some people said they had to wait very long for their food and that the server and the waiter wasn't very good. But for the most part, they had a good time, but if there's one thing to watch out for, that's going to be it. most of the folks here at Rick's Cafe or tourists. They come from all over the world. And if you do, you're more than likely staying at an all-inclusive hotel, which is just a few miles down the road, because there are dozens of them. Now, most people who are in these all-inclusive resorts make the mistake of coming to Rick's Cafe and forgetting to bring cash. They take cash and credit card, so don't leave your hotel without it. We're going to close out this video by showing you what many people consider to be one of the best sunsets in the world. You're at Rick's Cafe with a overlooking the cliff in beautiful crystal clear water in sunny beautiful Jamaica. This is absolutely as good as it gets.